Hey, this is Brook, and we're doing the scale of the week. This week it's A major, and I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk about the three primary chords of the key of A. Those would be A, D, and E. A is the 1 or the root chord. D is the 4 chord. And E is the 5 chord. So there's a lot of ways to form the A chord. Let's just review a few common ways. If you just use your index finger, that's how a lot of rock and rollers would play it, because that frees you up to do things like a lot of advantages to using just the index. I do that a lot. Or my second choice would be middle, ring, and pinky. I saw a video of George Harrison strumming an A chord, doing something like, kind of proved to me right there that is the correct way to play A major. Middle, ring, pinky at the 2nd fret. One advantage of this is you can get to an A minor easily. And A minor looks just like E. Another advantage is your pinky is a smaller finger, so it fits in there. Just kind of stagger them. See that angle, about a 45 degree? Try that. A lot of people teach index, middle, ring. To me, that puts your wrist at a weird angle. These fingers are too fat, and it doesn't hook up to other chords very well. But people still teach that all the time. I don't really like it. Another thing people do is make a little triangle with index on the 3rd string, middle on the 4th string, ring on the 2nd string. That seems kind of weird to me, but whatever. Do whatever you want. Now, the D is your good old triangle shape here. Index, middle, ring. You probably know D, A, F sharp, and D note. And the E chord, pretty much one way to do that. Index, middle, ring. So however you want to do it, I'll leave you alone. But the first thing I would practice, this is from my chord book on page 3, is like playing A to D steadily like this. It's the same old tune, fiddle and guitar. Where do they take it from here? You could do a whole song like that, A and D. I used to do that in like full-time country bands. It's just A and D, that's the whole song. Or you could make it groovy, like could make it kind of funky or something. So make sure you can go from A to D without falling on your face. A to D, smoothly. Now let's go from A to E. Notice that middle and ring kind of work together on the A to the E. These two, middle and ring. Now if you kind of mix it up like that's kind of cool, kind of like a Buddy Holly song, isn't it? So anyway, you can do 12-bar blues or anything, man. It's pretty cool sound. It's just one of the foundation basic keys of rock and roll, blues, country, heavy metal, whatever you call it. Guitar-based music is going to love A, D, E. So make sure you got those 3 chords down, and you can move through them without a pause, like you got to get rid of that pause. And that's the only thing I'm going to recommend is not force, not pressure, not tensing up, but relax and do it regularly, consistently, every day for a few minutes. Work on those songs or those chords, learn a couple of songs using those chords, and just relax and, maybe break out a metronome, take your time, but put in your time and get to where you can transition from A to D to E with no big gaps between those chords. All right, thanks for following along, and we'll be doing some really crazy stuff coming up with the key of A this week.